Exploring Vermont's inventory of learning styles. In the quest to understand how individuals learn and process information, researchers have developed various models and inventories. One such prominent framework is this inventory of learning styles, which offers insights into how different learning preferences impact educational experiences. This model is particularly useful for educators, students, and professionals seeking to enhance their learning strategies and teaching methodologies. This particular learning styles inventory, the Inventory of Learning Styles, or ILS, was developed by Paul Vermunt in the 1990s. It identifies four distinct learning styles or learning types that are based on ways that individuals approach their learning tasks. These styles are derived from the cognitive, metacognitive, and affective dimensions of learning. Vermont's model emphasizes that learning is not a one-size-fits-all process, but that recognizes that individual differences can lead to more effective learning experiences. Let's take a moment to look into these four main types. First, let's look at deep learners. The characteristics of a deep learner is that they engage with material at a very profound level. They seek to understand the underlying principles and concepts. They are always motivated by a desire to learn, and they really do value intrinsic understanding over any kind of rote memorization. They are going to approach learning by employing critical thinking, reflection, and a thorough analysis of information. They relate new knowledge to prior experiences, and they aim for a holistic understanding of a subject matter. The ideal learning environment for a deep learner is an environment that's going to promote discussion, critical inquiry, and also give opportunities for explorations that are going to really resonate well with that deep learner. Now let's take a look at strategic learners. So, strategic learners are goal oriented and they focus on achieving academic success through effective strategies. They're going to employ various techniques to really organize, monitor, and evaluate their learning process. They're going to approach learning differently than deep learners. These types of learners are adept at selecting study methods that align with their objectives. They're going to use time management, planning, and even self regulation to maximize their learning outcomes. For the strategic learner, the best ideal learning environment is going to be a structured environment. It's going to have clear goals, assessments, and clear feedback. Next, we are going to look at the surface learner. The surface learner is going to approach learning with very minimal engagement, and they're often focused solely on passing assessments or completing tasks. They do not or may actually rely mostly on memorization, but they're not really going to seek a deep understanding. They will approach their learning with a focus on factual recalling and rote learning. They're going to often feel overwhelmed by complex material, and it's going to lead them to disengage from the entire learning process. The ideal learning environment for the surface learner is one that offers clear guidelines with very straightforward tasks. These tasks are going to help the surface learner to succeed, and it'll also help if they could be benefited or to really use more encouragement, then they're going to probably move to explore deeper learning strategies. Lastly, let's look at the unfocused learner. The unfocused learner is one that's going to really lack a clear approach to learning, and they struggle with organization and motivation. They often feel uncertain about their goals, and they're going to switch between different strategies with very little consistency. They'll approach learning with disinterest and frustration. This leads to a more erratic learning pattern. Unfocused learners often benefit from guidance and support in developing some more effective study habits. So the ideal learning environment for this type of a learner is a supportive environment. They're going to need structure, encouragement, and even mentorship. This is going to help them to find direction in their studies. These learning types really provide valuable insights into the diverse ways that individuals approach learning. So by recognizing and embracing these differences, educators and learners are going to create a more effective and inclusive educational experience. Understanding one's learning style not only enhances academic performance, but it also empowers individuals to become lifelong learners, which is adaptable in various contexts. As we continue to explore the intricacies of learning, this model remains a crucial tool in fostering growth and success in education.